The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep is Micah Hyde. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Allen's throw is complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now a throw here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
From the 2-yard line.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they contemplate what to do on 4th and goal. They run for it with Breida, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Mond. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Mond out of the shotgun. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing maximizing opportunities.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mon now off of play action.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now Mon.
This is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Jim. 52 blasters. Red cycle.
Mon going to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Tighten up. Hello. 31's the mic. All day, every day.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal.
Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Vikings, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, Mond. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
But they go play action here. Mond. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Yeah, baby.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Vikings, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mond. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 34. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
58, boys, 58.
On second down now, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings him.
Here's Mon. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A.J. Epinesa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch run.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big gain there for the Bills. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. From midfield, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Fights off the defender. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter This would be their third straight defeat. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch the screen.
They run, Cook. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. That catch good for only a couple.
17-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the 17, Mond. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just